Hell yeah! What is going on, everybody? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DKEN, and welcome to my incredible podcast. Now, before we begin, do not forget to Hulk smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with your boys and your wonderful families. Follow me on Instagram. Smash that bell notification button. And of course, as always, enjoy. Now let's get started. Our top story for today shall be the Brittany Renner situation. Folks, every single one of you are in for a super duper special treat. I would like every single one of you to please come along with me on this fabulous and superb adventure, because believe me when I say this shall be a very long journey. Also, before I continue any further, if I were you, I would grab something delicious to eat and something sweet to drink, because you shall fall in love with this episode. Now, as an overview, we shall be discussing about everything that transpired all the way up to this moment. We shall be discussing about Brittany's stepdaddy season that she was hosting, if you will. We shall be discussing about why she knows for a fact that she cannot turn a 304 into a housewife, to which she says, good, because I can be both. We will be discussing about the cold hard fact that she has several loose screws, and she confessed on camera saying that this statement is true. She admitted that she is fucked up beyond repair and beyond all recognition. She is straight up FUBAR. For those of you that do not know what that stands for, FUBAR is an acronym. It stands for fucked up beyond all recognition. Very simple. That saying has been in existence for a long time, and even up to this day, I still use this saying to describe American females that are loose. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive right into this journey together as a family, okay? Folks, let's hit it.
Hey y'all! Hi. It's officially stepdaddy season.
For those of you that remember watching this video for the first time, I know for sure that a lot of you, if not most of you, did not like where this is going. Even I anticipated the train wreck long before she came up with this idea. I saw it coming from miles away. Because think about it, nowadays, modern American females are all about raising their body counts and building connections with top tier men because they're all about trying to become famous. I know I said this in one of my episodes. The key word is fame. American females are all about fame. Very simple. Let's proceed.
Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with someone else. Okay?
Oh, no, not okay, young lady. Not okay. I repeat, not okay, Brittany. You do not get to dictate what the outcomes will be. That's the universe's job. You don't get to control what the universe brings forth to you. Very simple. And this rule applies to every single human being in existence. You do not own the universe. The only thing that you have control over is what you do and what you say. Plain and simple. You chose to put a thirst trap out there because you knew that one of these NBA top players would fall for your trap. You knew that at least one of those NBA guys turned out to be a beta male cuck who fell for you, and that guy turned out to be PJ Washington. And to you, PJ Washington, I've got something to say. Shame on you. Shame on you for falling for this professional 304 who is highly skilled in what she does. I'll give you 5-1 that she knows how to use the family court system in order to extort money from her baby daddy, which is you, PJ. $200K a month. I repeat, $200,000 a month. That is exactly the same amount of money that Kelly Clarkson is paying to her ex-husband. Now, how's that for equality? To you, PJ, I say this. You made a choice. You chose to give into your beta male emotions and your beta male tendencies and fell for this 304 that you never married to begin with. You've never even married her before you had a child with her. Now that child is going to grow up and mature into an adult one day, and when that child, Paul Jermaine Washington III, when he finds his mommy's Instagram one day, he will see what kind of a 304 his mommy was back in her younger years. Living the 304 lifestyle, dancing the WAP, unstructured, dancing around the poles, drinking the night away, trying to put out thirst traps out there to all of these NBA players just so that she can lock down at least one of them in an attempt to get them to pay child support and vagina money to this narcissistic creature. Mark my words, one day that child will find all of her posts on her social media platforms, and Paul, their child, will be highly disappointed in his mother. I promise you that. Let's continue.
It just will. That's how that goes. And trust me, I know it's ghetto. It is so ghetto being a baby mama, and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary. But you and my baby gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. So we're moving forward, onward, and upward. Okay?
No, like I said, not okay, Brittany. What you are doing needs to be addressed. To every single fucking soul that is a part of the legislature and the judicial branch, y'all need to step the fuck up and start updating the law ASAP. Specifically, you need to stop letting these self-entitled and narcissistic females get away with this bullshit. Stop letting them become baby factories that just keeps pumping out babies that they cannot afford to pay for because they chose to put thirst traps out there for the beta male men that will fall for her. To you, PJ, fuck you for falling for her. Shame on you. By the way, you're not the only guy that fell for a 304. Like, another NBA player named Bobo fell for a so-called Instagram model named Mulan Hernandez after she published a video on TikTok where she confessed about being a gold digger. But we'll get to that story another day. Getting back to Brittany, men and females are built differently, okay? We're not the same. So Brittany claims that she's moving forward, onward, and upward. She may feel that way just because PJ Washington is paying her $200,000 a month. She may feel strong and independent. However, what happens if the family court system decided to grant PJ full custody and give their child to PJ? That would mean Brittany would be left with absolutely nothing. Now, there's a probability that will happen. However, what PJ needs to do at this fucking point is to take full ownership of his mistakes and accept the reality of the situation that he put himself in. That means that he would need to stand in front of the judge and say to him or her, "Your Honor, I would have no problem raising this child as my own. I would have zero problems becoming a father, and I will take damn good care of my child because I love my child till death do we part." You know what I'm saying? May I please be granted full custody. Now, the chances of that happening are from slim to none. However, it could happen. If the judge knows beyond a reasonable doubt that PJ would make a damn good father, then it could happen. And on top of that, to the judge that made the decision of granting Brittany $200 large a month from PJ, I wonder what he or she was thinking when he or she took charge of their case. I wondered if he or she was looking at Brittany from across his or her seat and thought to him or herself and said, "Oh dear, I cannot believe that I'm about to do this, alright? I cannot believe this is happening." Nowadays, we have judges who will always stand up for females and shame men and accuse them of being deadbeat daddies who cannot afford to pay all of his bills. Anyways, moving on with the clip.
I know a lot of you are skeptical about talking to people with children, but I can assure you, the baby mamas now, today, we don't give a damn. You can have them. I have exited the rat race. I am not a threat. I want you to be around for a long time, not a good time. You can hold my son, put him on your story. I trust his judgment. I really do. I really, really do. I just want you guys to be happy. I swear.
Oh, I see. So, in other words, you want to keep us wrapped around your ghetto-ass disgusting fingers and keep us around in order to entertain your child while getting free attention and free validation, and while at the same time sleeping around with a bunch of other guys. That sounds like a terrible shit sandwich that none of us would want to eat, especially me. I would never agree to something like that. Matter of fact, I would never, and I mean ever, sleep with a female without a condom. Y'all better make sure to bag it, okay? Put a raincoat on your package. Moving on.
Now, I'm not a threat, but, I can't speak for the other hoes that you don't know about. Maybe odds ever be in your favor. But I am here for it, okay? Like, people move on. Save the, you should have got the ring first. It wasn't going to work out anyways. It just wasn't going to work out. Let's laugh together and let's raise this baby, In conclusion, stepdaddy season. Big aura, big lumber, big follow through need only apply.
Okay. PJ, I do not know how you can be this weak. To fall for a female that looks like this? How? How can you fall for someone like this? Even though I'm furious about the fact that we have prowlers out there hunting for their next victims like this one, the part that gets my veins boiling even more is the fact that we have these beta males out here who will fall for females like Brittany. There are too many narcissistic creatures out there that still need to be exposed for their history of wrongdoings. I know I said this in the past, okay? Shitty people create shitty people. Shitty people make us want to toss our moral compasses out the fucking window and literally transform into a completely different person. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'll make a confession right now. I don't have a moral compass anymore because of shitty people like Brittany Renner. I got screwed over hard by people who didn't give 2 or 3 fucks about me. Therefore, I made the choice to throw away my moral compass because morals make you weak. Following the rules makes you weak because rules makes you conform to this blue pill beta male society that we all live in right now. You follow these bullshit rules, you're basically demonstrating to the universe that you're willing to relinquish your values and your freedom to become a beta male. You're showing weakness when you do that. So I'll admit, I do have this bad boy side of me that I activate almost all the time when I'm outside walking around my town. I don't have friends that I can talk to because I have no desire in fitting in. Fuck that trash. I want to stand out. Getting back to Brittany's case, her stepdaddy season video, she honestly believes that she will be growing and expanding. Well, the only thing in her possession that is expanding is perhaps her Instagram platform, her Twitter account, and the rest of her social media subs and followers. That would be a fair assessment. However, if she feels that she's moving forward, onward, and upward, I promise you this. Karma is fucking waiting for her, and karma will be anticipating for her arrival, and karma will punish her accordingly. Which it did, by the way. We'll get to that video where her life starts to fall apart. But let's navigate into this process one step at a time. As I was saying, she is in for the rudest awakening of all time if she thinks or feels for one fucking second that she's in the lead and she's winning. That concludes the first clip. Now let's advance to the second clip, which is where she goes into detail about why she could be both a 304 and a housewife at the same time. Just so y'all know, I'm already experiencing migraines because of all the bullshit drama that she caused. So if any of you are disgusted by anything she did, I can assure you my hatred towards her is even stronger than yours. I promise you that. Without further ado, let's roll the second clip. Here we go.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Good. Because I'm both.
Right there. That is when the guy will lose. That's when at first she will present herself as the super feminine, gentle flower girl who knows how to treat a man right. She will cook and clean for you, even though this is her public image that she's portraying when she's around you. She will be gentle to you and seduce you with her magic and romance, and you will fall in love with her and you wish to marry her and live happily ever after with her and have kids with with her while you search for the perfect house so that you can raise the whole family and watch the kids grow and mature into adults. But nope, that's not what's gonna happen.
Nope.
That's the part when you choose to open yourself up so that you leave yourself vulnerable to an attack, and that's when she will strike. She will open her legs to you while you're pushing her esophagus into her insides. She magically pokes a hole on your condom. She has her release, and you have your release as well. Or as Coach Greg Adams would say, the moment comes when you roar inside of her, and she has her release as well. You think that just because you have the condom on, you're fine. But unbeknownst to you, there's a hole in it. Okay? She has your specimen, and then weeks later, she calls you up saying, hey, I'm pregnant. The two of you go together to take a paternity test, and that's when you, the baby daddy, find out the hard way that you're the father. Even though I'm going into a lot of detail here, this is usually what happens nowadays. Like, these females are trying to live the 304 lifestyle, and they think that just because they lock down a beta male who has money, they feel as if they're entitled to his money, stamina, and of course, time. I'm literally trying my best not to get sidetracked from Brittany's situation. So, you know what? I shall give myself an L for that one. Anyways, let us return to Brittany's video.
You don't have to choose. I thought you wanted me to be a little whore. No? Oh, that's no fun.
To all of the NBA players that were able to dodge this bullet, good for all of you. But for you, PJ, shame on you. Again, this one's for you. Again, never give in to her bullshit. Moving on.
I'm going to start calling people's opinions of me fan theories, because that's truly what they are. They are based in nothing but falsehood, projections, and judgment.
Oh, okay, so what you're saying is everything that we're saying about you is wrong. Brittany Renner is a professional 304. She suggested that's incorrect. Brittany Renner places beta male thirst traps out there so that these weak-ass boys will fall for her so that they pay child support and vagina money to her. She claims that this statement is wrong. She claims that this is wrong. We know with absolute certainty that she would make a horrible mother because of the simple fact that she is still, up to this day, living the 304 lifestyle. Oh, but Brittany claims that this is wrong. She feels that this is wrong. She believes that if it doesn't work out with one guy, it will work out with someone else. We know with absolute certainty that this is straight up bullshit. Men and females are built differently. She feels as if she's succeeding. No, she's not. She has declared that she is broke, has no car. Oh, but another guy is paying for the vehicle that she's using. But another guy is paying for the vehicle that she's using. Oh, but Brittany claims that the survey says it's wrong. Listen, folks, this is the part where she's going to try to take you into circles by bringing up other shit that has nothing to do with this video in an effort to make you forget that she's nothing but a straight-up gold-digging 304 who belongs to the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
So stay with me. Do not fall for her tactics, okay? Let's continue.
I don't do apologies because I'm so not sorry. To regret anything I've done is to regret the awareness that I've gained. I don't like the sound of that. So why do I have to pacify a man to make you feel better? Because the difference between me and you is that I have more courage in my big toe than you do in your whole entire body. And anything that I say, just telling the truth, anything I say that scares someone off, I'm glad.
I understand that for some of you, this is too much to endure, and I understand that. However, we need to push through this hard, okay? Please, whatever you do, do not fall for her tactics. I will keep on repeating this until it clicks in your head. She will never feel sorry for hurting anybody that she touches with her bare fingers. So because of that, do not be afraid to strike back. Like, stop being afraid of attacking her. She wants a war. So, give her one. She's not sorry for what she did to PJ Washington. She had a child with him. That means that she needs to step the fuck up as a mother figure, since she said that she could be both a 304 and a housewife. And PJ needs to step up as a father figure. Let's continue.
Anything I say that scares someone off, I'm glad. Because that's one less coward to waste my fucking time. Bye-bye.
Oh, so in other words, the men that she's referring to as cowards are the strong and masculine men that are smart enough to dodge bullets like Brittany. These are the men who are living the free agent lifestyle and are making the smart decisions in order to succeed. And these are the men that she's labeling as cowards. How about this? Why in the motherfuck would I, a strong and independent man, waste my fucking precious time, money, and resources investing in you, a professional 304? Why should I do that? You didn't earn the money that PJ's sending you. It's just being given to you. That means PJ's taking care of you while you're out there looking for free attention and free validation from other men and sleeping with other men. You should think about that. Why should we waste our time with you? Why should we waste our hard-earned money with you? That's something to think about. Let's continue.
I stand on everything I said. I stand on everything I did. And if it doesn't work for you, then you don't work for me.
No, bitch. If you think or feel for 1 second that you are winning, no, young lady. So in the end, you just played yourself with your own game, because karma is one hell of a cruel mistress that will teach you some of the harshest lessons in life. And if she wants to, she will spare no one. So in the end, at this point, you felt as if you were in the lead. You know what? Perhaps you were. At this moment, I'm going to emphasize this several times. At this moment, you were in the lead. You were winning. Let's continue.
What's crazy is there's a lot of y'all in relationships that are fucking miserable. And the only reason you're still in a relationship is because you tolerated being cheated on and mistreated. A lot of you don't have the courage to leave something that's comfortable, something that looks good, because the unknown terrifies you.
She is absolutely taking full advantage of the situation that she is in. Or should I say, she seems to enjoy taking advantage of PJ because of the fact that he's paying her child support / vagina money. Let's be real here. Even though she has a point, which is this: if you find yourself in a toxic situation, regardless if it's a relationship with a boyfriend or girlfriend, and he or she is giving you nothing but drama and problems, just leave. But most people that are in relationships do not have the testicle fortitude to leave these toxic situations because they're afraid of ending up alone, or otherwise known as facing the unknown. Even though this is a valid point that she made, it does not, I repeat, it does not absolve her from this absolute negative situation that she created, that she made for PJ. After all, it was her idea to thirst trap PJ so she could find a way to legally extort money from PJ, and she chose to act out on this idea. Everything that has transpired up to this moment, it was her doing. It was her idea. Therefore, she must be held responsible for her history of wrongdoings. Matter of fact, there are females out there that are copycatting the same tactic that Brittany was using on PJ. These females are carrying out the same narcissistic tradition by putting thirst traps out there so that beta males would fall for it when they spend the night together, and then all of a sudden the beta male roars inside of her. She has her release. Then weeks later, she calls him up saying, "Hey, I'm pregnant, Chad. Come see your baby." Because of this, we need to start updating the law and prevent this shit from happening ever again. Anyways, let's continue.
The right people will gravitate towards you. And it's just better to own your truth and see who's meant to be around. Because, sweetie, this ship is sailing. So if you want to jump overboard, if you want to steer clear, please leave me the fuck alone.
Oh yeah. I already lost track as to how many L's I gave to this creature because I've already seen enough red flags on her. Just like Coach Greg Adams would say, she's got way more red flags than a Chinese Communist parade, okay? So let her fucking ship sail. Let it sail. Let it go. When her ship sails to the east, you go west. You go the other way. Find another ship to hop on. Don't go on her ship. If you want to make smarter decisions and avoid narcissistic females like this one that plans to legally extort money from you, go the other way. Very simple. That concludes the second clip. Now, folks, let us progress to the third clip where she went live and confessed to the fact that she had several loose screws. Without further ado, everybody, enjoy.
A lot of people say that I have a few screws loose. Perhaps I do.
I will keep saying these things as many times as I need to until the day I die. To all of y'all beta males that choose to get hypnotized by her beauty, that was a choice that you made, and even up to this day, that was a choice that you still continue to make. You choose to break your spines in half, and you choose to bow down and give into her beauty like a fucking spineless people pleaser because you don't know how to resist a female's beauty. You don't know how to stop drooling all over yourselves because you choose not to have the salami discipline and contain yourselves. I will keep on saying that, and I will continue to berate as many beta males as I need to in order to man you up. You need to stop getting hypnotized by these narcissistic creatures who know how to use you in order to get free attention and free validation. Let's continue.
I'm fragile, but not like a flower. More like a bomb. Yeah, I'm just unpredictable, unforgiving, beautiful, yet dangerous. Like Mother Nature, you're right.
Folks, I'm going to share with you a quote, or should I say some words of wisdom that I learned from a smart individual named Maya Angelou. She said, and I quote, "When someone tells you who they are, believe them." Okay, I shall repeat that one more time. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. So in this instance, Brittany is telling you that she can be dangerous. She's like a ticking time bomb ready to discharge at any given moment. And you may not see it coming, but you know what? She cannot fool an alpha male like me. She cannot fool me. I already knew she is that type of person long before she said these exact words. I'm very well aware that she is the type of nuke ready to go off at any moment. That's why, metaphorically speaking, you turn around and sprint as fast as you can, and you will survive the fallout. Work smarter, not harder. Some of you already have heard of that saying. So with that said, make smarter decisions. Let's continue.
I have lost my mind, and I don't wish to find it. I lost my mind when I started choosing courage over comfort. I lost my mind when I started choosing me over others who were negatively impacting my life. I lost my mind when I started living for myself. The irony.
You know what? I am confident enough to say that losing her mind is an understatement, but that's besides the point. One point that she did make was quite fascinating. I'll give her that. That point was live for yourself. Take care of yourself. Even I abide by that principle. You have to learn how to take care of your overall health. And when I say overall health, I mean your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, and so forth. However, folks, try not to be fooled by her tactics. Let's stay together, okay? Moving on.
I have no desire to be normal. Normal? If you were to Google what normal means, it means to conform. If somebody told me right now, you either fit in with everyone else or you're dead. Sweetie, I will volunteer to go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge myself because I have no desire to water myself down to fit in with people who don't even know who they are.
So I will be fair. I'll do my best not to get sidetracked, just like I promised to all of y'all folks that are watching this. I'll be fair. Even I have no desire to fit in with mediocre people that have mediocre goals. If you're the type of person that has more than goals, if you have ambition to grow and expand, those mediocre people will try to slow you down or even keep you down from succeeding. Personally, I stay far away from those people. I never let any of those people in my inner circle. But let's not lose focus on Brittany. Remember, it does not absolve her from what she did. This super drama situation was created by her so she can trap PJ in an effort to legally extort money from him. Folks, do not lose sight on who's the suspect and who's the victim. I can assure you, she ain't no fucking victim just because she got pregnant and had a child. Let's continue.
The things that I read about myself, I'm not gonna lie, it tickles me. One, because it's just blasphemous and it's laughable. And probably a little bit because I'm a masochist. Yes, call me a fucking slut. I love it.
Well, of course you love it. I have no doubt in my mind that you love being treated like a 304 because of the simple fact that you are a hoe living the hoe lifestyle. I have no doubts that you love living your life acting like this because this is who you are. I admire the fact that you were brave and courageous enough to come on live and make this confession to us. I 100% admire your honesty. Like, I really do. Because most of the females that your average man comes across will never have the smart brains to realize this, okay? He will not be smart enough to realize that most females in this country love being treated like 304s because he wants reality to be other than it is. He fails to accept the reality of the situation, and that's okay. One way or another, he'll learn the hard way. He'll learn that being a nice guy does not mean shit in this world, because in this world, when you start acting like the nice guy that pleases everyone, you start throwing your mental health down a drain hole. You start sacrificing your self-esteem to impress others. You start losing respect for yourself. I had to learn these things the hard way. I didn't have anybody to teach me this. Everybody goes through this. Getting back to the main point, Brittany loves being a 304, so therefore, we shall treat her as a 304. Plain and fucking simple. Let's continue.
But the other part is that the best you guys got? That's as low as you're gonna go? Because I can go lower. Nobody has judged me harsher than I've judged myself. So the things that I read online, that's light work. I've been called worse by better.
This is a very intriguing point that you've made. Considering that you can go lower than that, so can I. Like, if you love getting down and dirty with the alpha males, and you know who I'm talking about. Chad, Brad, Matt, Jake, Tyrone, Julio, Hector, Enrique, Oscar, Kevin, and all of those boys. Since you love getting down and dirty with the alpha males, here's what you should do, Brittany. You should record yourself getting down and dirty with those alpha males, and when your child grows up, show him those pictures and videos so he can see what kind of a mother he has, alright? I think that would be a splendiferous idea because I believe that he has the right to see what kind of mother he has that raised him. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
I've lived in shame up until recently, really, when I lost my mind and decided to choose me. I don't need to be saved. I'm free. You save yourself because I know exactly who I am and where I'm going is far more significant than what I left behind.
Folks, here's the thing. When someone like herself, or anybody for this matter, comes from nothing, literally from a broken background where you have nothing, you don't even have a family member to rely on, nobody to help you during the most difficult times of your life, it will motivate you to do whatever the fuck you need to do just to get the fuck out of that situation. Like, you might even decide to completely change who you are. Literally transform into a different person. You might even completely change your whole personality in order to accomplish one simple fucking goal. And that goal is to get the fuck out of the shithole that you're living in. For real. The harsh circumstances of your situation will motivate you to do these things. Like, if you came from a broken family or you came from a background where nobody, not a single person gave 1 or 2 or even 3 fucks about you, that will change you. I'm not going to bash her on this one. Like, even I came from a dysfunctional background, so I can relate to her story. Moving on.
I'm not going to change my genetic makeup. It is encoded in me to be exactly who I am. And I am so not sorry. I'm just not.
You know what? It's okay. I don't expect her to be sorry. I don't expect her to change. I don't expect her to apologize. Like, what I do expect is for her to accept everything that she had done up to this point.
The world needed me, and that's why I'm here. I shake tables. I push envelopes. I'm a pusher. I accept what comes behind me being me, even if that's being falsely accused, being ridiculed, dragged. I love it. I love it here. I'm built for this shit, honestly. I do the inner work outside of social media. So you're not going to see me on here boo-hoo. I do that in private.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have seen quite enough. However, I promise you this, we're just getting started with the saga. So consider this part 1 of the Brittany Renner saga. So in conclusion, let's keep this simple. What she did to PJ, that was a choice that she made. Like, this was a super drama storm that she created so she could trap PJ into legally extorting money from him. By the way, notice how she said that she was being falsely accused. Falsely accused for what? Oh, now you're the victim. You don't deserve a violin. Like, since you claim you're built for this shit, you know what? I'm going to start treating you like a man, okay? I'm going to start treating you like an equal, okay? I'm not going to treat you like a female who deserves to be showered with love, okay? You deserve to be showered with dog shit and diarrhea, okay? Plain and fucking simple. I have lost track in regards to how many L's I've given her because it doesn't matter. All it takes is one red flag to turn me off, and a bloody one at that, okay? Gentlemen, if at any time you encounter a creature that displays this kind of behavior, run, okay? Just run. Sprint for your dear lives and save yourselves the trouble. Like, please. And one more thing. To the females that display the exact kind of behavior that Brittany has shown in these videos, I hope karma punishes you hard. I hope bad things happen to you, okay? I'm just putting this mildly because I would rather save myself the time, stamina, and money than to throw it all away for some disgusting, mediocre person like yourself. Have a nice life. That's all I'm going to say. So, with all of that said, this concludes this episode of my incredible podcast. So, thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to Hulk smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with your boys and your families. Follow me on Instagram. Smash that bell notification button. And every single one of you, have a wonderful and blessed day. Peace out.